Hello, my name is Omar Espiritu, and the animal that I will be presenting to you today is the mallard duck. This guy was found at the pond near the parking lot of Rio Salado Restoration Area in Phoenix, Arizona. The action we are looking at here is what looks to be scratching. This is part of mallard grooming behavior. Grooming behavior includes many different movements that include beak scratching, picking, and moving of the feathers in order to get a certain spot. This guy would also use the side of its neck and head to rub up against its body. Occasionally, it would also shake its whole body, much like a wet dog. There are a multitude of reasons why these animals exhibit these behaviors, and I will present 4 hypotheses that I think will explain this behavior, all which fall under Tenenberg's 4 levels of analysis. My first hypothesis falls under the causation level of analysis. I hypothesize that an external stimulus is causing the mallard to partake in this grooming behavior. This external stimulus would be some sort of sensation that draws the individual's attention that something is on them. This stimulus would most likely be parasites. In 1994, Peter Cott-Grieve and Dale Clayton performed a comparative analysis between the time spent grooming by birds in relation to parasite load. Their results supported their prediction that the heavier the parasite load, the longer the birds spend time grooming. My second hypothesis falls under the developmental level of analysis. Mallards are born with a sense that grooming is a necessity. Hadas Hawalina in 2008 performed a study comparing programmed versus stimulus-driven anti-parasitic grooming in a desert rodent. Hawalina and colleagues found that young rodents spent an enormous time grooming themselves even if a parasitic infestation is absent. This implies that other than stimulus, there is another reason why they feel the need to perform this grooming behavior. My third hypothesis falls under the evolutionary level of analysis, that grooming behavior evolved because those individuals that were able to remove parasites and prevent disease were more fit and able to survive and reproduce more frequently. In 2002, Michael Mooring and colleagues performed a study on the evolution of parasite defense grooming in ungulates. Their results implied that benefits of this grooming behavior outweighed the cost of time and energy grooming requires. This is a prime example of what has been talked about in class. If the benefits of a behavior outweighs its costs in energy and time, then the behavior evolves. Finally, my fourth hypothesis falls under the functional level of analysis. I propose that by grooming and the removing of parasites increases mallard fitness and lowering the risk for disease. Hadas Hawalina in 2006 performed a study on the benefits of grooming in rodents and found that the longer the grooming sessions, the more parasitic load was decreased. The connection can be made if disease is connected to parasite load and the load is what causes disease, then lowering the parasitic load can increase fitness by lowering chances of contracting diseases. In conclusion, grooming behavior proves to be a benefit and a function to increase fitness by preventing disease.